What's going on, YouTube? What's going on? I'll be honest with you. Today I did not want to do this live, but feels like if you don't say something, then you're complicit. So, happy Saturday. What's today? The 21st, May 21st. Whoever is celebrating the Sabbath, happy Sabbath to you as well. I am your host, KJ. Honestly, I wanted to do this video a couple days ago. So many other things came up, I didn't get a chance to do it, but I'm going to do it today. So we have these two situations in the Bronx, right? First of all, there's this little girl that gets shot, uh, gets killed, 11 years old. Then we have a car found burnt out with two bodies in it, both of them in the Bronx. Now, who is going to be responsible for one, finding the shooters in that car, killing them, setting it on fire in the Bronx, right? So let me just show you so you can see what I'm talking about. If you have not heard about it, this happened past week, right? Just this past week.
Dick Brennan is live in the Longwood section with the breaking details. Dick? Yeah, Jessica Maurice, another awful story. An 11-year-old girl hit by a stray bullet, and now she's fighting for her life. It happened right here at Fox Street, 166th Street in the Longwood section. Police say some guys on mopeds were driving by, and suddenly they opened fire on another guy who was standing.
This was the day that it happened. Okay, she was fighting for her life. I'm sorry to say she didn't make it. 11 years old. I have four kids. I have one that's in his 20s. He's the oldest. The next one is 13. Then I have a 9-year-old. The smallest is a girl. She's going to be 4 next month. As a parent, I cannot imagine what these people are going through. And my biggest question right now is, where is Black Lives Matter? The same ones that were saying, oh, let's defund the police. Who do you think is going to go after these criminals?
Swept up in a series of gang-related attacks. Police sources believe he was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Former college basketball player, 22-year-old Jesse Perea, found murdered with his friend Nikki Huang in this burned-out car in the Bronx early Monday morning. Sources say both had.
Who is going to go after the people that committed these heinous acts? Right? Patrice Cullors, you got the bag, paid off people close to you, gave them a bag too, and you bowed out, ran off. You know, from the time this whole thing started really getting big after George Floyd's death, I had put a post on my Facebook saying, you know, I was kind of leery. They're doing good work, blah, 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 blah. Now we find out how much money they really spent taking care of themselves and the people closest to them. Oh, now this video, people are making all kinds of videos. Now, mind you, I don't have nothing wrong with the concept or the idea behind Black Lives Matter. I would say preferably it should be ran by a parent who has went through that traumatic event of losing a child to gun violence, not necessarily by the police, but you know, in general, there's so many, right? You have from a long time ago, you have Amadou Diallo, you have Sean Bell, you have Tamir Rice. More recently, you have Mike Brown, right? There's so many people that could have been at the helm of this movement as like a board of directors or something like that, that know exactly how it feels to have that. But yet still you have these people that were put at the helm. Where's my son? Everybody got the bag and dipped, right? And like I said, I'm behind that movement. Not with the people that are at the helm of it, just the idea in general that yes, there should be a stop to the violence. Police should not be, just treating black lives or black people in general as if, they could shoot them down. But let you have a situation like Michael Vick, you get charged for fighting dogs and thrown in prison, but for killing a black unarmed person, it's like, you get a slap on the wrist. You know what I mean? I don't support that at all. So the concept, yes, grief, the pain, the hurt, yeah, they could probably have people behind them to run things like fiscally or whatever. But you're not going to put a bunch of people that pimp people out of their money, spend it however they want. I left it. I stepped down. So whatever I took for myself, that's us right now. We good with that. We're gonna hold that bag and that y'all deal with the rest of the bullshit. No. Police, and then when the shit hit the fan and you really need the cops, you're not even anywhere around. So about, oh, you got ran down on by Candace Owens. She ain't run down. You lucky she ain't run down on you. Because if she was really one of them good chicks that's about that life, if you got ran down on, I don't think you would have been making that video. It's just be honest, you know. But I feel bad for these parents, man, because as I said, I'm a parent, and to have an 11-year-old, and then the other one is 22, son's 23, and the girl, I think he said she was 23 or something like that, young, possibly a life ahead of them, grandkids, marriage, memories to be made. None of them are here anymore, and I don't like saying this, but a lot of you women out there that want to be the bad bitches and the queens and the real niggas, and these are your kids out there committing these crimes. As parents, man, we gotta do better. Real talk, we gotta do better. There's always gonna be bad elements, yeah, that's understood, but it's getting to a point where it's too many. Like the number of bad elements is growing. Like you don't gotta just know who your kids' friends are. You have to know who their friends are. Because this kid, from what they're saying, wrong place, wrong time. So he knows this girl. This girl has gang affiliations that apparently bumped heads with another crew. And when they came for her, apparently he was there, allegedly, and he ended up swept up in the bullshit. Right? So you have to know that. You have somebody that's involved in some type of gang or whatever, don't mess with them. Don't hang out with them. Don't even let them come to your house. If you know them or knew them know them like this. Hey, man, what's going on? You make it to the club? Nah, man, you know what? I got so much stuff to do, yo. Nah, yeah. Okay, all right. Avoid them like the plague. Because when whoever it is that's coming for them comes for them, if you there, you gonna get swept up in it. But as police that's coming to arrest them, you got them in your car, they riding around dirty, you get pulled over for some reason, because let's be honest, people get pulled over for all kinds of bullshit. They got a gun on them. Now you got a gun in the car, unlicensed, probably got a couple bodies on it. Now you're going down. So parents, I would say it's time to step up. Black parents, Hispanic parents, Latino parents, whatever you want to call yourself. It's time to step up. I know people like to say, oh, you mind your business, but in reality, our community, that's not how we were raised. When I was young, my mom's friend, I remember her telling me that my mom gave her permission to whoop my ass if she found out I went on the beach without permission, or if I cut class without permission. Like, not cut class without permission, but you got to cut class when I hang out, go play video games and stuff like that. Oh yeah, she told me. She's like, yeah, I already spoke to your mother. If I'm happen to be downtown and school ain't out and I see you downtown, that's how it's supposed to be. You see somebody from the neighborhood or, you know their parents or whatever, it's not snitching. Be like, yo, you need to talk to your kid. I saw him doing such and such. You know what I mean? Get that together. Or else it's just chaos. It's like nobody cares. So like, and I have even more to say on that because I had another situation, which is another reason I didn't do it before. But that probably a little later or tomorrow morning early. I wanted to do it like early today, but I had so much to do. I don't know, where was this? I do sneakers, so that I had to clean my Concords and three other pairs. So I did my Concords, I did the Cool Grays, the 2010s, I did the 2016 Space Jams, and I did the 7210s. So I had to clean all those. Then I was gonna premiere these. Didn't get a chance to, but I'll do it in another video. So whatever. But yeah, man, parents, y'all need to enroll your kids in some sports, some after school programs. Know who their friends are. Don't let them go out there and be with, whoever. Because as you can see, this kid was just minding her business on the street. I don't even know. I think they said they caught the guy. He's 15. Where's his father at? Where's his mother at? Running around the street for gun, killing an 11-year-old and you're 15. So you're about to go away for what, 25? I'm coming out at 40, right? Is that life? Is this what life is supposed to be? And this is just the tip of the iceberg. So much has happened in the Bronx recently. And like I said, if you don't speak on it, then you're complicit. You know, Black Lives Matter, people at the helm of that shit have been full of shit for a long time now. And Hassan Campbell called him out. He was one of the first people with a large platform that was like, nah, nah. It starts at home, and y'all people, y'all ain't really about the home. If y'all were about the home, it would have been made up of a different set of people with different family values. That's just it. If you're worried about Black lives, then you're supposed to be concerned about Black lives and the development of the family and the betterment of the family. And everybody that even is, even if you just found out what happened with the money, you should have had an inkling from before, just based on who was at the top, that movement, if it's putrid from the top, right? The shit trickles down. So I will leave you with this message. Watch over your kids and know who their friends are, know who their friends are. You walk in the streets, be careful. Don't, just let your kids walk ahead of you or whatever. Keep them within close distance. So if something happens, you could cover them and, make them take shelter, whatever. Because it's crazy out there. It really is. I hope y'all like the content. You see something, you know the person, and speak to the parent, speak to the person if you can, if you know them. You know what I mean? Each one teach one, and maybe we could do better. And share this video too. Share it, like it, comment. If you have something to say, go ahead, feel free. I'm always willing to learn. My ears are always open. Till next time.